Hello Virgo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your March tarot predictions. We're going to take a look at your situation in the love life, in what's coming up for your work, for your career space, and finally we'll get some guidance from the universe for how best to make use of these energies and of the time of March. We have quite a few astrological events, and even this week as we speak, we've just gone through the new moon in Pisces, and we're still in the Venus-Mars conjunction, now together with Pluto from today, from March 3rd. So yeah, it's given us quite a lot of potential for starting something new, or at least starting a fresh cycle in certain situations, especially in relationships. So let's start with an oracle card. I'll pull a card to get a general theme for you, and then we'll get to tarot, and then at the end I'll also pull a few cards with messages from your person to yourself, whoever you have in your mind, whoever you're dealing with at this time. And of course, remember, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, or comment below the video. Really appreciate your support, guys. And if this is not your story, you may want to check the readings for your other placements, Sun, Rising, or Venus. Also, I will be providing information for those who want to contribute to supporting Ukrainian crisis and people in need. I'll provide some information in the pinned comment below. I'm Ukrainian myself, I have my family and friends there, so I would really appreciate if you took a moment to take a look. It doesn't even have to be a financial support. You can also spread the word, you can sign the petition. There are different ways of how you can participate. So Virgo, for you we have Orphaned card, number 5. So card of change and transition. I'm actually going to read the book for this one. This is an interesting card. Essential meaning: a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, uncertainty about your place, which is like a major prerequisite to a big transformation coming into your life. Hence number 5. We were all meant to have connections with other people, within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truth and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So find your tribe, find your crowd. If the current crowd doesn't seem like you're vibing with them anymore, it's not a bad thing. It's not, it is you to a certain extent, right? So maybe you moved on in your vibration and the rest of the group didn't, right? But this is just a natural way of, of change, of us ascending. So yeah, it's time for you to find people that you're going to vibe with, people who will be there for you and who will have common interests with. Let's get into tarot now. Let's see what's going on for Virgo in the month of March. Okay. 5 of Swords. Yeah. This is a similar energy, I would say. It's a continuation of the topic. Then we have 9 of Coins and the Moon in reverse. It's interesting. Okay, then so the Moon is Cancer energy. You could be dealing with Cancer. For the career space, we have 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and Page of Swords. This is the second time I'm getting 6 of Cups in the career space. It's an interesting context for this card. And then the advice is Hanging Man, Lovers, and Hierophant. Wow, 3 major arcanas. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups in reverse. I'm not even sure how those cards got in reverse, but seriously, guys, 3 major arcanas for the guidance. So it's like the main guidance is that you are being guided. You just need to hear it. You need to tune into that. It's like a radio station. You just need to make sure you're on the right frequency, right? So yeah, really get in tune with your inner voice, with your intuition. You know, you can pray, you can meditate, whatever works for you, any techniques you use to connect to the higher power, but this is going to be critical at this time. We have 5, 6, and 12. Yeah, some big numbers here. And for the signs we have Gemini, we have Taurus, and Pisces. Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, and most have Cancer, so you could be dealing with one of those signs. Okay, so for your love life, it's time to cherish yourself. That's the biggest secret that you're still keeping, even from yourself, I'm hearing. And remember, for the 5, we had the Orphan card, and 5 of Swords is an illusion. So it's an illusion that you always need somebody to feel complete and content. Now you're asked to really see the beauty in yourself and in enjoying your own company. I know it may sound really weird, especially when we're talking about love relationship, but that's the prerequisite to a successful partnership with somebody else, where you know yourself better, and that you can find that happiness and joy by yourself. So you don't necessarily put that responsibility on another person, right? Because each of us is responsible for our own emotional state, for our own happiness. And of course, it's important that we have other people who add to that joy, who bring additional value to our life. But this is preparing you for the mindset where your relationship does not become codependent, where you don't have to feel like you only can be happy when that person is around. Otherwise, you're sad, you are lonely, and you're not feeling like yourself, right? That wouldn't be good in any situation. And it wouldn't be fair to the other person if you put that kind of responsibility on them. For the career space, yeah, so really I'm getting that it's learning some tactics, but also sort of having fun with it. And that's the blend that is scary for you at this time. Especially since you're Virgo, you like things to be organized, you're attentive to details, you like to compartmentalize information, and for everything to know its their place or its place, everything to be in order and predictable if possible. That's a lot of it is because you're an earth sign and it's a fixed sign. But this is asking you to still keep your logical mind, still keep all your arguments when taking a decision in your career, right? Have that information, have the facts in place. But also remember that it's supposed to make you happy, right? It can still be fun. It can still be fulfilling. And it doesn't have to be 100% logical all the time. So, definitely, do a quick check of whether it makes sense or not. But don't make a decision purely out of logic, and cold mind, really. Try to step aside or get outside of the box of what's rational, right? Have some fun with it. Think of what would make it more enjoyable for you, so that you're really rushing to get to work every day. What is your motivation, right? And how can you bring it to the table? How can you change your work environment so you have more of this innocent joy and playtime with it, and less stress, I'm hearing, and fearing for something. Yeah, the advice. So there's a lot to unpack here, but basically none of these cards I see are about taking an active step forward. It's more about integrating certain information and revisiting your opinions, right? Seeing where some of your decisions in any area of your life are based on the structure and societal norms and not on love, right? Again, we are kind of opposing these two to each other. This is a loving choice. This is conforming to cultural and societal norms, right? Very different approach to things. Try to see with the Hanged Man, again, have some fun with it, play with it. You can model it in your head. What would happen if you take a more loving choice and what seems, you know, more, a bit more spiritual and, you know, humane and interesting, and on the other hand, what makes sense and what would happen if you took a decision from a more logical space, right? Think about that, feel through it, and then decide, and maybe mix it up a little, so you can sometimes decide one way, sometimes the other way, to see the difference, to be able to compare. This is bring additional fullness and brightness to your life. I'm getting it with all these bright colors in his clothing. Also with him kind of being a fool, you know, like a fool card, like a joker. So, you know, somebody who is entertaining others but also getting entertained himself, right? Why not? Life is short, you know, you might as well have some fun with it. Okay, messages from your person. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Okay. Oh, we have yes. We have one wand. And we have I still don't have all the answers. Yes, they don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of attraction for you for sure. And so yeah, if you're worried that while you're figuring things out for yourself and you're finding your place and your happiness that they're gonna get away, that's not gonna happen. This is your confirmation that they're here to stay. They're still figuring some stuff for themselves, so it might be a good time for them to take some space and to sort out their priorities, their lifestyle, you know, whatever they are contemplating right now. And of course, there's also an option to talk about those things transparently, to see what they have on their mind, not to have any miscommunications on this topic, right? Not to overthink that it may be connected with each other, but it may not. Okay, I hope this has been good for you. I hope that you will find that place where you could be happy with yourself, by yourself, right? And then this will, and we had the Page of Cups in reverse here, this will help you fill your cup and be able to give it to another person and be a loving partner that you both deserve in a loving, committed relationship. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very soon. Bye, everyone.